Someday I'll have a Lambo, but for now I'm gonna have the Corvette.
Just take it easy.
Okay,
This,
I will.
Every time you get a new car,
Yes.
somebody's out to get you.
Yeah. Everyone's out to get me.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, Brooks from Drag Times here. Welcome back to the channel. Today is a super awesome day. I flew out to Pennsylvania to take delivery of my brand new Corvette C8 Z06 at Whitmoyer Chevrolet in Pennsylvania. And in this video, we're gonna go over the complete spec, give it some revs, start it up, and then we're heading out to a special trip to see Triple F Collection, so you can check that out in subsequent videos. All right, so here it is. You might have seen some of the videos I did before releasing the spec, but this is the Accelerate Yellow 3LZ Convertible Z06, and as you can see, we did not get the Z07 package because when I did the order, it was on constraint. So while I would have gotten that, I'm kind of happy I didn't because I was able to get a different spec, and this is what I call the low drag pack.
Yeah, I love this spec.
So we're a drag racing channel, so having the big wing and all the extra downforce really isn't a benefit. So in lieu of buying the Z07 package and all the aero, I opted to add the brakes back in.
Yeah.
So carbon ceramic brakes, and how much does that cost, Matt?
Carbon ceramic brakes, $84.95.
$84.95 to add in the carbon ceramics, and then I added the carbon fiber wheels as well. Comes in at, I think, $12,000.
$11.95.
$11,995, and they are just incredible. I love the design, the exposed carbon, just looks awesome. Reminds me when I had the carbon wheels on the Ford GT, and of course, yeah, I mean, I pretty much did the same spec on the Ford GT, yellow and black stripes, because I did miss that car. Now this car is also fully Expel. This is the Expel Fusion, which includes ceramic coating built into the PPF.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is a really cool new product from Expel, and it kind of eliminates having to do the ceramic coating on top of that, right?
Right. Instead of two processes, it's just one step.
Yeah.
Expel with Fusion.
And I can't stress enough, this is the first thing you got to do to any car is to fully protect the paint. This is actually going on a road trip from here, 500 miles. And Matt and the gang here at Whitmoyer Chevrolet was able to get the Expel team on here and get this done in just a quick, I think he did in 3 days.
3 days.
Because I was like, I'm coming up, I got plans, I got to get this thing out the door, and there you go.
Yeah,
so you can see they did a great job.
One guy did 3 days, did the full car.
Yep.
And then we did the windows too.
Got the windows
with us.
Yeah, so we got the Expel ceramic tinting. We got 20% of the windows, which adds to the kind of blackout of the car. Looks really, really good. So I've had several cases of where, you know, the car had got something dropped on it or actually a ding in the door, and they were able to peel off the Expel and there was no damage to the paint underneath. And of course, if you're on the highway and doing any kind of racing, you gotta have this protected. And you can see, they do there's a pre-cut system where they can actually cut it to the exact spec of the car. And as you can see, you don't see anything. It's just, they did a really, really, really good job on this. It looks just great. Of course, Expel has self-healing properties built into the film. So if something happens, you get a little scrape or something like that, you just heat it up with a hair dryer and it just heals itself. Pretty amazing. So other things we got.
Black lug nuts.
Oh yes, black lug nuts, because it comes with silver.
Yeah.
And it's not even titanium, right?
No.
No. Titanium would have been expensive.
It would have been.
Black lug nuts,
$245.
$245. That kind of makes the whole kind of look dark.
It ties it all together with the black, all the black accents.
Did we have to pay extra for the calipers?
We did.
Okay.
Calipers are $695.
All right, $695 for the car calipers. Yep. Base price of the car when we're starting out as
$125,850.
Okay, so 125 grand. Starting price for the
3LZ
convertible. As we go back, I think we paid extra for
the mirrors.
The mirrors?
Yeah, so the mirrors, outside part of the mirrors are $195.
$195.
$195.
That's probably the cheapest option on this car.
It is, actually.
Now, I love the blacked out roof.
Yep.
I didn't like how some of the color matching goes when it's all black. So I love blacked out roofs. That's extra as well.
That's $1,295.
So $1,295 to black out the convertible roof onto down here. These are called like nacelles or something like that. Nacelles.
Nacelles.
Okay, nacelles. I don't even know what that means, but there you go. Nacelles. Onto the back, some more carbon fiber wheels. No carbon fiber exterior. It's all black. I think they call it carbon flash.
Carbon flash metallic.
Is what it is. And then, of course, we got blacked out.
Blacked out exhaust tips.
Are these ceramic tips?
They're not.
Okay.
So it's the blacked out metal tips, $395.
$395. Got it. And then other exterior bits, of course, we got the racing stripes.
Yeah, the stripes.
And I'm gonna talk a little bit about the stripes here. I got a little gripe on the stripe, and I'll show you why. So These are not painted stripes. They're vinyl stripes.
They're vinyl stripes.
Which is actually fine, because if, you know, the car ever goes to the next person or something like that, or you don't want stripes,
you can take them off.
Just rip off the stripes.
$695 dual racing stripe package.
Okay.
$695.
Now, here's the problem with the stripes. Onto the roof, even though the stripe is the same color as the roof, they striped it. So as you can see, you get basically a stripe on stripe, and you can see kind of lines of the vinyl stripes on the roof, and then they even went all the way back and
to the tip.
Actually put it on the spoiler. Let's check out the interior, and I think for this, let's just drop the top. All right, so not only can you remote start the car, which I gotta learn how to do, you can actually put down the top remotely as well, which Matt's gonna demonstrate right now. And there we go. We got the back opening up. You can see the engine down there, the LT6 a little bit, not
a little
too much.
bit, yeah, tiny.
Pretty quick. Really quiet too.
Yeah.
And there we go. Top down, and of course it's got this rear window, so when you're driving around with the top up, you can still drop the window and hear the crazy sounds of the flat plane crank V8 back here. Let's check out some of the interior bits. Now, I opted for the blacked out speaker package, so this is not silver, because it adds the whole kind of blacked out interior.
Yeah, the stealth interior package, $595.
For just these two pieces?
Well, the trim along the bottom,
the trim
dash.
inside too?
Yeah, it's more than just those two.
Gotcha, okay.
$595 for that.
$600, and then we did the yellow stitching option, which I think is another $500.
Yep, $495 yellow stitching.
So we got stitching all over the doors.
Dash, wheel,
the
console,
steering wheel,
seats.
all back here. Oh, we got yellow seatbelts as well.
$495 for those as well.
Well, that's cheap. I think in the Ferraris it's like $1,500.
That's a rip-off.
To change that, yeah. Steel on the yellow seatbelts.
Oh, these are the comp seats.
These are the
competition seats, yeah.
So that's the highest level of the seat?
It would be the most aggressive seat. Yeah.
Okay. So what does that really do? Does it save weight?
Doesn't say weight, gives you extra support. So you can see like your legs.
Yeah.
So you have like extra support on your thighs here, and then kidneys.
Okay.
And then you'll have this textile material. So obviously on track, there's less slippage, versus leather.
And then we also opted for the suede option.
Suede is $695.
Okay, that's a deal, because
suede on the wheel,
suede.
Suede on the seats.
So we got suede inserts on the seats and
steering wheel.
On the steering wheel, it's suede.
Yeah, so you'll have carbon fiber and suede on the wheel.
Yeah, this looks great. Wow.
That's a great looking wheel with the
What I also like here is there's like a $5,000 carbon fiber interior package.
Right.
But you don't miss it at all if you do the suede, right?
Yeah.
Because if you look in here, there's suede all along these interior bits here.
And the stitching.
And the stitching on top of here. So I think this is a great mix for $600. Skip all the carbon stuff and just go with that. All right, so also I didn't even notice, we do have carbon shift paddles. And I think that comes with which option?
The Z06.
That just comes with the Z06
Z06 only, yeah.
Okay, and all the steering wheels are carbon?
That's correct.
Okay, and the yellow
center line would be standard.
You know what that costs in a McLaren?
$2,000. $3,000.
If you want a line on the steering wheel in a McLaren.
It's $3,000 for that?
It's at least $3,000.
Oh my gosh.
That might be standard color. If you want a special color, then they charge you even more.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So overall, I mean, this car came in at $160,000.
$160,000, $30.
And $30, which if you compare it to equivalent kind of supercars, I think the closest thing I'll compare it to would be a Lamborghini Huracan Spider. Which is going to come in at probably well over $300,000.
315, 320?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're getting more horsepower. You're getting crazy flat plane crank sound versus the V10, so that's a little bit of a toss-up. And you're getting the convertible and definitely better electronics inside, because my Huracan is a hassle to use with CarPlay with some of the stuff, and there's no volume knob in the Huracan. It absolutely drives me crazy.
Oh, that's nuts.
If you want to change the volume on a Huracan, you got to do some double tap thing on a screen and swipe up and down, and it hardly ever works. So,
well, the only button for the radio is the volume, which is the top
right
left
here.
knob.
Okay, so there you go. There's the button.
Yeah, everything else would be touch.
And then you got a whole host of buttons down here for. Oh, it's got cooled seats.
Heated and cooled seats.
Heated and cooled seats.
The top half of that is driver.
Okay.
And then the bottom half is passenger.
Okay. Interesting. Very cool. And then it's got wireless
CarPlay. Yep, absolutely.
Built in.
And then right by your control there, you have the front lift too. We didn't talk about that.
Oh, front lift
front
option.
lift
Yeah,
goes
how much
up.
is that? That's expensive.
That's $2,595.
Okay, so $2,500 for front lift.
Yeah, basically $2,600 for the front lift.
And then what else has it got? It's got all kinds of buttons here.
Your front camera, your front lift.
Let's go ahead and turn it on.
Yeah.
And
go ahead. That silver button on the right side of the steering wheel.
Kind of hidden back here. You kind of got to look over here.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't mean to start it. Hold on. On the inside for the first time, and there's definitely kind of like your side by side feeling to it.
Absolutely.
But we're not like
pretty much
budging shoulders like in a Ford GT. So it's pretty wide.
It's pretty wide. Yeah.
Yeah. And here's the kind of main screen, and I'm gonna do the satisfying peel of the plastic off.
So satisfying.
That's so nice. And there's actually another piece in here.
There is, right on the main screen.
And there we go. Some people leave that on forever. I like to take it off right away. So on to some of the features. We got cameras. You press that.
There's our front. Back.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Wide angle back. Zoom in the front, so when you're pulling up to a curb, you can see that as well.
That's really cool. Okay.
There's your left camera, right camera, and full camera. Because remember we were talking about the 2 cameras in the front?
Right, so it's got 2 cameras in the front.
It's got 2 cameras in the front.
Okay.
And then you can take away the lines and everything.
Okay. Is there a top complete surround view?
There's not. No 360 view.
No 360 view.
And if we had the top up, we can use the rear view mirror as a camera as well.
Right.
At all times.
So this is actually a screen.
It's a screen or a mirror.
Regular mirror.
Yep.
And the camera is in the
on top
of the roof of the car. So in the top down, you can only get the regular view.
Correct.
But with the top up, you get this turns into actually a kind of camera looking out the back. Is pretty cool. Putting down the top and everything is over here.
Yep,
this is
that's the top.
This is the window in the
rear
back.
window.
These are your mirrors.
Yep.
These are your side view mirrors.
Yep.
Seat presets, really cool.
Yeah.
And then of course you got some scroll buttons here. You got your volume and your shift paddles.
Heated steering wheel.
Oh,
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
And then your cruise control and then Z mode.
Z mode.
Which is a driver selectable option where you can control the suspension, the dash, the steering, the brake feel.
Gotcha.
All on your own rather than doing the presets of sport, touring, and race that Chevrolet sets up.
So you press this and what happens?
Well, once we get up here, we'll get it outside and start it up, it'll turn red and it'll say My Mode.
And I know it's got adjustable launch control. Now this car requires 500 miles
before any of that.
Before you can do any of that. So we're not going to demonstrate that here.
And then 1,500 on track, consistent on track.
Okay.
I mean, a couple drag races are not going to do anything to it, but if you're taking it, 15, 20-minute track
on a road
sessions,
course.
your road
you
course,
need 1,500 miles.
Yeah, you need 1,500 miles.
Okay, so the Z06 comes with a thing called the Performance Data Recorder, kind of like a built-in
Draggy.
V-Box or
Yeah,
Draggy.
V-Box Draggy, yeah.
Yeah, so there's a spot for an SD card.
Up underneath the glove box here.
Okay, and then over here you get video overlays of what you're doing. We'll kind of do a separate video kind of demonstrating all that. And then you just put that in your computer and all of it kind of comes up? Yeah,
and then you could do video overlay, like your steering angle, brake, gas, and all that stuff will show up on your video.
Have you guys played with that yet?
We have.
It's in all the C8s?
It's no, not all C8s, so you would have to have navigation.
You got USB-C and USB-A and then another little slot. What's that?
Oh, that's another SD card for the nav.
Oh, SD card for nav. Okay, gotcha. No little compartment there.
Speaker there, wireless charging.
Yep.
So set your phone down in there, wireless charging.
That's hard to get back there, but okay. And then this is the 70th anniversary because, so only the 2023s?
2023.
Okay.
So 53 to 23, 70 years.
Wow. All right, so let's jump in the back. There's some interesting bits with the wing and the spoiler back there we gotta check out. So I've seen some videos where they kind of show how much storage space the C8 Z06 has, and it's a lot. I mean, here is a huge cabinet space right here. That fits a full carry-on bag that I got over there with no problem fitting in there. There's also additional storage in the back here behind. So this really is kind of like a mid-engine, right? Because the engine's not back here.
Yeah, the actual engine's in front of.
Kind of sitting right in back of you, right?
Correct.
It's actually sitting in front of the back wheels.
It is.
Yeah. That's why these things launch so good, because you got all the weight in the back. Chevy's done a really good job with launch control in this car. You've seen some of my races before. I think I'm out launching everything.
Yeah.
Except the Tesla.
Right.
Yeah. I launched the Pista, I launched the Superfast, and even my all-wheel drive Huracan. This car takes them all.
Yeah, it's awesome. So in the back, we just have like all your accessories for track.
Okay.
For changing the, if you're taking the tires off, you want to protect the ceramic brakes are there.
So we have optional rear wing.
Yeah, so optional rear winglets. So this would be the small, low wing, and then you have the higher accessory that you can put on there.
Right. So now we're in kind of the, we don't have the big kind of crazy wing, but there are still 2 options.
Adjustable.
I think it's a little Torx thing. You just unbolt or unscrew here, drop that on, and we got less drag. For drag racing or applications where you don't need as much drag. That's pretty cool. And then also there's some brake ducts in here as well.
Yeah, so this would be for on-track only. So obviously you have to get the car in a lift.
Okay.
But you put this under, so the top half of this shell is already on the car.
Right.
The bottom half goes on, so that it directs air into your brakes.
So that's front sitting and rear. Front, kind of underneath the front air dam right here?
And in the rear as well.
Oh, and that's for every single one? Okay, gotcha.
And that's what's all in this bag. So there's directors for the front, directors for the rear, 4 of them.
Ah, nice.
So this would be like the rear scoop on this side.
Right.
Directs air from the center of the car to the brakes.
All right, here's my full carry-on right here. And you can see, drops right in there. And actually, there's room to spare on the top as well. Drop this back down. And in the back, we got some more space. Here we go. Yeah, there's a lot of storage in here. You could probably fit that carry-on back here as well.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, very nice. Also included is a free tank of gas. Well, not free because I paid for it, but Matt and I are gonna take a quick drive up to the gas station and fill it up with gas for my trip. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Here we go, first drive in the Z06. Where's the launch control button? Oh, that's not it. We
Let's
can't
just
launch
get
it yet.
gas first.
Okay, we'll get gas
All
first.
right, pull.
Where's manual mode? Oh, right here?
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
And then now use the paddles.
Now we're using paddles. There we go. All right, we gotta behave for 500 miles.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it right. Don't worry. Don't need the haters coming in. What is the actual? You're supposed to vary the RPMs a
Vary the
little bit?
RPMs, yeah.
Okay.
Don't use cruise control for hours on end.
Gotcha. All right, this thing looks like a highlighter missile out here. Filling all of it was on empty. We'll see what it costs for a full tank of gas here.
Sounds awesome.
Nuts.
Heck yeah.
Here's the man in charge of doing the expel. Thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate it. Good job.
16.8 gallons.
All right, so 16 gallons and $67. There you go. All right, real quick. Now that we have fueled up and we got the thing started up, let's kind of go over the different modes. There's a little rotator button down here. So right now we're in kind of normal mode. Exhaust valves are closed, so you can hear. Doesn't sound like anything.
It's kind of quiet.
Yeah, and then we turn it once.
Yep, and you'll see like all your different settings there, like
engine
your steering,
sound
low, traction,
right.
suspension, soft, engines, shifts.
Okay. We'll
turn it one time to the right. You get a notification up there, sport.
Okay.
You can see how everything is a little bit more aggressive,
There you go. More
shift,
sound. Yep.
more brake feel. And then you can go one step farther and go to track. And now you have all the engine sound, all the steering, all the everything.
Everything's here, and the display completely changes up here to a different kind of method.
Yep.
So, and because we're less than 500 miles, we went over that, you can't even rev it past like 6,500.
Correct.
So that's like a normal C8, right?
Yeah.
What's the red line on normal C8?
65.
6,500.
Yeah.
And this goes how much? 9?
Goes up to 8,500.
8,500
something
after 500 miles, which we're to get on today. We will hit 500 miles.
6 year old. They just love it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just took them to school.
Yeah?
Oh, he's gonna love this. He'll never believe it.
Now they bought a couple cars from you. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah. These are satisfied customers here.
Looks like a bumblebee, kind
It does look like a bumblebee.
of. Looks like a bee.
Yep.
It's gorgeous.
What made you decide?
I just go all bright colors all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
That's neat.
I actually flew up from Florida to get this car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because these guys are so good that I had to
They
fly
are.
up from here and get the car.
That's true.
They are.
Yep.
Tell me name another one. We took a picture of Leo over at the auction. My little guns. What's that name of a car? The door comes up like that.
Lamborghini.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what runs Nanny.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I said,
Yeah, you should get a Lamborghini for sure.
I
Yeah.
said, you can dream, hon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Gotta save and dream.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Someday I'll have a Lambo, but for now I'm gonna have the Corvette.
Just take it easy driving
Okay,
this, 'cause
I
you
will.
know, every time you get a new car,
Yes.
somebody's out to get you.
Yeah. Everyone's out to get me.
He says you're
What?
not their mother. I'm old enough to be. I have 7 grandchildren.
Wow. You know, something I just thought about, Matt.
Yeah.
This Corvette Z06 cost more than my first Lambo.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
And that was the Gallardo.
That was my Gallardo. I paid
What was that?
$106,000 I paid
$106.
a very long time ago. It's probably worth more than that money.
Oh,
actually,
it's probably the
think about
same.
it.
It's probably worth that or more now.
It might be, yeah. So I had a yellow Gallardo for $106,000 I bought used. This car's $160,000, and honestly, it'll outperform that Lambo in every category.
All day long.
You know? All right, so that's a wrap of delivery of my brand new Corvette Z06 here at Whitmoyer Chevrolet in Pennsylvania. Special thanks to these guys for hooking me up with a car.
Cool.
It is awesome.
Absolutely.
Helping
Thank
me
you,
with the
man.
Spec.
Congrats.
Special thanks to Expel for helping me out protecting this car for all the racing we're gonna do. Expel Ultimate Fusion condition. It's awesome. Built-in ceramic coating, all the stuff you need to protect your car. Now it's off to, I think I'm gonna meet up with the Triple F collection tomorrow. Always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up. It helps the video and the channel. And we will see you next video.